Good morning, everybody. I am in Maine, the last state. It's crazy. The end is going by very slowly, and I am ready to be done. But just one day at a time, one small, well thought out step at a time, and that's all you can do. But I'm gonna get there. I've been kind of procrastinating on recording videos because I've been grumpy all the time. I'm like, I don't need to be posting just grumpy videos. So today and yesterday, I've been feeling pretty good. So I thought, let's hurry up and do it before things change. So I'm going into Rangeley, a little town in Maine, this afternoon. I'm going to be picking up a couple packages that Robert helped order for me and overnight a brand new tent. It's actually a two-person tent instead of one, so I'm going to be like living the cush life with all that space. And a new pair of boots. I put on a few hundred more miles on my boots than I should have, and they're really slick and dangerous right now, so I can't wait to get into some new grippy tread boots. It's going to be so awesome. So yeah, finally made it through those whites. They were an ass kicker. I know Robert told me the northern section is a lot harder. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll see it when I get there. And man, very humbling experience. Really had to slow my days down and just use a lot of brain power and push past my nerves, and I mean, just being afraid sometimes of how precarious and kind of dangerous the trail could be, especially with bad weather. But I've got an easy day today into town, and I made it past the Mahoosic Notch and the Arm. If you guys don't know anything about that, you should look it up. Apparently, the Notch is like supposed to be the hardest 1 mile of the Appalachian Trail. And I would have to agree, it definitely was very scary. Kind of, I mean, it was cool, but it's like I wouldn't want to do it again. Hell no. But it's like these huge boulder rocks and like little tiny caves that you have to crawl through. Like huge drop-offs and vertical climbing, and the rocks were all slippery and wet when I was going through. Took me like 2 hours to do 0.9 miles. I think the average time is anywhere from 45 minutes to like 4.5 hours or something, so I guess I was right in the middle. Sounds about right. Yeah, anyways, so I'm like following this trail through the Notch, like blood. I guess a couple of people have been taking spills before I'd gone. I'm like trying not to get in it. But some of these caves, I'll post a little picture later, are like like the opening's like this big, and you have to get through with your bag and you. It's rather ridiculous, and I'm glad to be done with that. That was a hard day, but yeah, I'm feeling renewed. I'm so excited to get a new tent. Oh, the reason I need a new tent is because mine has suddenly become very unwaterproof. I was climbing up Bald Point or something like that, I can't quite remember, and it was storming, and it was like rocks everywhere, and it was super slick. So I got up to the top, and I was like, I'm not coming down that in this same weather. Super windy, foggy, can't even see. So I set up my tent like right after the peak or the summit. There was like this one little stealth spot, and I put my tent up. It's like mid-afternoon. Actually, it's early afternoon. I'm lying. So I sit in my tent all freaking day long, and it's like raining and windy, and my tent starts leaking from like tons of sites. Like I saw 3 tiny holes, and I patched them. I was like, okay, I should be good. And then no, just kept on raining through my rain fly. And then the place that I actually put my tent, it looked like a good flat spot originally, but it turned into a freaking pond. And I'm laying down once it finally got dark, and I'm like, why do I feel like I'm floating right now? And I look out my tent, and my boots are floating away, and my whole tent is in a shit ton of water. Looks like I'm about to run out of time on memory on my camera.